There comes a point in time where you find yourself stood outside in the rain, knowing it's time to give up. It's the end of a relationship. It's the only sensible way to go, no, not that, not this, or what's in there. No. Oh, or this. Yes. It's time to be realistic. It's time to say goodbye. It's time for a divorce. I mean, it's been good, but it's never going to go anywhere now, is it? One last dance with Alison. There are a lot of things that make this car worthless. I mean, truly worthless. I was never bothered about the mismatched paint, the temporary repairs, the rusty bits coming through, the fact that it's got a dent in the back of it thanks to an HGV driver on Kingsway, where Boaty got paid out for this car. I wasn't bothered about the rust there, and I wasn't bothered about the rust there, but I did have to gaffer tape it so it would pass its MOT. I'm not bothered about it having rust there. I'm not bothered that the wheels no longer match. The real concern is going to be the sills, which are getting just a bit on the crusty side. And I might also mention that this big dent there, which somebody else got paid out on, isn't even bothering me that much either. It is a bit like the wife leaving you for about 6 months, having an affair, and coming back with a little bit of a personality difference, and a dolphin tattoo on her ankle, and some more piercings that you always said you didn't really want her to have. It's enough to make you feel uncomfortable, but it's a compromise, and sometimes you just have to put up with these things. But unfortunately, it's not just the cosmetic stuff, because if it was, I would just tolerate it, and I could do the welding on the car, and the subframes aren't too bad. When you combine all of these minor faults that make it a worthless car, the fact that it needs a whole load of frontal suspension bits now, the fact that the suspension keeps dropping and the exhaust is hanging off, which is why it now sounds like that. But more than anything, it's the way the back end doesn't work properly any longer. In the yard, it's a lovely drive because it's bumpy. As soon as you've got a smooth road, it's all over the place. And I found out what the problem is. Either it's all of the running gear or it's the gearbox bearings. Either way, it means spending a whole load of time trying to fix it and probably failing. And that's not all. It's the windscreen, which has a crack there. Oh, that's sharp. I'm not bothered about that. That's not an MOT failure. But this might be. Yep, that's a big crack. Put simply, it's just not really worth the effort. It's just not. It's time to let go. Genuinely, I really am saddened by this. Well, it's still not beyond repair. No, if this car was something really special to you, you would make the effort. But it's an effort for something that's tainted. I wonder if Yorkshire law is any different. For a walk often serves as a rather cathartic moment to get my ideas together and know exactly what the plan is. And the plan is what I have. I could just take the easy option, call up Baxenden, they'll take it away, and I think I'll get about £190, something like that for it, which would come in handy. However, I can't do that with a clear conscience. I'm going to take it apart. It'll help serve other MGs, of course, and there'll be more money in it. And I do need to make more money. It's going to be a long and drawn out process, but everything is going to be for sale, provided it works. And I shall keep a log of exactly how much cash I make from this car. One of the Simons wants the rear view mirror already, and this particular Simon did actually show an interest in buying the car about 9 months back, and I wasn't even going to ask that much money for it. So my aim is going to be to try and make as much money off the parts as what I would have done selling the car complete. I like to make a game out of these things, and for the amount of money I should easily be able to make off of this car, I can buy this one, which doesn't have many problems at all. But I've got to get the money together first before I can buy this one. Or do I? Doesn't look like it, does it? So this is the new wife, a bit like the old one, but a bit younger. And I'm going to call her Helen. And as you can see in my inaugural drive, I'm choosing to drive with the top down, even though it's raining. I don't care that it's raining. It simply doesn't matter. It's going to get a bit wet inside, but that's not important, because one of the things that's going to come out of this car is going to be the seats, because they're not very good. Some of Alison's bits are going to live on in this car. Yes. If you know your MGs, you'll have spotted that this is a TF and not an F. And a TF isn't as good as an F because it hasn't got hydroelastic suspension. It's got springs. Also, they do tend to rot a bit more. And they're not quite as well made. And they don't look as nice. This car has many a redeeming feature. But I'm going to come to that. I'm going to come to the really good bits when I tell you about the bits I'm not too sure on. First of all, this car is an MOT failure. It's failed on an airbag light, it's failed on a bottom arm, some lamps and emissions. But what it hasn't failed on, and this is the good bit, is corrosion. The car is practically rust-free, which is something that cannot be said for dear little Alison. Look, it has a roof as well that apparently doesn't leak, and we have glass, which is good. So the carpet, the seats, the steering wheel and the centre armrest can all be replaced with the stuff that's in Alison. And then those can go in there for when it goes away, because no one's going to buy these, I don't think. Now let's get on to the really good bit. How quiet is that? Notice also it has a private plate, which is illegal spacing. Don't like that. I also don't particularly like that white splitter on the front or the white mirrors. But are you going to find me complaining about that? No! Not in the slightest, in fact. I just wish it wasn't raining. But whilst it is raining, I can test with the hood. The roof is leak-free. That's a bit difficult to judge when I've already been letting the water in, but I'm told it is. And in actual fact, I wouldn't be bothered if it wasn't. Engine, that's there. It's also come with a boot full of things that I'm sure the owner would like returned. And it's with the engine where we get to talk about something really rather good. And that is, this car has only recently had the head done on it. So presumably, given the cost of this particular job, and it is a lot, it's going to be good. Oh, that's interesting. Some USB ports. Look, it has one of these thingies. A deflector. I think I wouldn't use that. Part of the fun was having my hair blowing about all over the place, which is why you drive it with the windows down as well. And so we come to a rather gloomy end to this video, where my hearing is all over the place and so is the water, because it's raining. I'm going to go back to enjoying my midlife crisis. And also, how about this for an idea? It's a stupid idea, so hear me out. I'm never going to get over my propensity to make things my own. And I have an MGF full of bits there. So beyond taking the seats and the carpet and the steering wheel and the centre console, because that's leather, I am tempted to do something like swap the front bumper and the headlamps. So I will have the face of an MGF, the face of my own MGF. Or is that somewhat disrespectful to my new wife called Helen? I mean, could you really do that? You've got a wife, you're very, very happy with her, but for some reason the relationship all breaks down and you get somebody new. You want her to try and look like your ex-wife. So much that you transplant her face onto hers. I can't see any new wife liking that. Just imagining the kind of man chat, the way men talk about ladies, which sometimes is respectful and other times it can be a little bit disrespectful. But yo, how's your new wife? Oh yeah, not bad. Fewer problems than the old one. And she's younger as well. Yeah, she's 7 years younger. God. Not as pretty though as the old one, and she doesn't go quite as well. Alison, the MGF, formerly known as Wet Leg, came with a whole load of paperwork, essentially like qualifications, whereas this one hasn't. But it has come with a bootload of stuff that I don't want, which is baggage. So my new wife comes with a load of baggage. However, it's the kind of baggage that you can just simply get rid of and it'll never be a problem ever again. It's a perfectly natural human thing to become attached to inanimate objects. I mean, yeah, they do move, but you have to do all the controlling. And if they move by themselves, then they really are more of a problem than what they're worth. So there's a part of me that feels bad for Alison, you know, just seeing it. I've left Alison outside. It's been tucked away inside all this time. And now it's like, nope, got a new wife, fuck off out, go on, live outside with you. It does give me a rather guilty feeling. I was just sat there, face looking at the lockup, probably thinking, that's where I used to be. But actually, it's a case of this. If you hadn't have thrown a wobbler with your gearbox, this wouldn't be happening. So consider it to be your own fault, Alison. I feel bad for saying that now. I would like to say thank you to all of you people for watching this video and subscribing and being channel members and commenting and liking, etc. And a super big thank you to a man called Richard for making this happen today. Although I've given myself more work to do that I haven't got time for, I will find time for things I want to do, and that's the key to it. I'm surrounded by stuff that I don't want to do, whereas I want things I do want to do, and this is very much on the top of the list of things I do want to have for myself, which is that.